Hello everyone, today we are making a tier list for every single season. The tier list that we have is God, which is just really great season. S, A, B, C, F, D? And then we just have what? So we have all the seasons right here. Make sure you leave, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to never miss another video. And make sure you're using Sporter Creative code Blackcraft in the Fortnite item shop. But anyways, let's get into this. Starting off, we have Chapter 1, Season 1. It just started it off. Everything. Point is, it brought us the weapons, the shields, the items. It brought us the main idea of the game. Great first season. There was a lot of bugs though, which is why I'm not putting in God. I'm just putting in S tier. But a really great season. Next up, we have Chapter 1, Season 2. Also a really great season. We got our first cosmetics, including Black Knight, and we got a battle pass this season, which is really great. And we also got Tilted Towers in that season, which is one of the main things, which is just great. So I'm going to put that one in S tier. Next up, we got Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 3. Now, this was a big season. It brought us hand cannons, hunting rifles, loot llamas, guided missiles, portal forts, clingers, LMGs, and I'm just going to put this one in A tier. Now, I was doing a little bit of research for Chapter 1, Season 4, and I can't actually find much that's different from all these other seasons. We have some pretty cool Battle Pass skins. We also got the Dusty Divot. So that itself is going to get an A tier right there. But the Battle Pass is probably one of the best we've seen with all the superheroes. And like I said, the Meteor Crust into Dusty Depot turning into Dusty Divot. So good season. Next up, Season 5, Chapter 1. Now this brought a lot. This brought Paradise Palms, the desert area, the racetrack. We had ATKs. Big season, okay? We also got one of the best Battle Pass skins, which is Drift, one of the most recognizable skins in Fortnite, actually. We also got Kevin the Cube during Chapter 1, Season 5, so I'm going to put that in S tier. Next up, Chapter 1, Season 6. Now, this was a little bit of a weird season. We had zombies, 6-shooters. The floating island was cool, but aside from that, it wasn't the best season. We did also get the Haunted Castle. I forgot what it's called. But we did get, Haunted Hills. And we also got pets and music. So I'm just going to put it in B tier. Next up, Chapter 1, Season 7. Now, this is actually controversial on my end. I loved this season. It was so fun with the planes. And we actually, I believe we got weapon wraps during this season. The Battle Pass was pretty good too, but my favorite part had to be the ice area, because I've always liked snow. You know, I grew up in Canada. What do you expect? Chapter 1, Season 8. Now, this was actually a really good season. Not good enough to be S tier, I don't think. It destroyed Retail Row, it destroyed Tilted, and destroyed one other location. Also buried treasure, and the storyline was pretty cool too, with the monster coming out of the Polar Peak. So I'm gonna put this one in A tier. Chapter 1, Season 9, the futuristic season. Now, I actually kind of like this season, I guess you could say. Neo Tilted was one of my favorite parts, and we had the slipstreams, and Mega Mall was also really great. Combat Shotgun, World Cup. Oh, and those little supply drones that we know in hotspots today. Yeah, those were added in Chapter 1, Season 9. So I'm going to give this one a B tier. Season X. Do I even need to explain myself? This is going in F tier. Mechs, whereas the Season 1 isn't even that bad. It was just mechs that ruined everything. But aside from that, we did have little rift zones, which was cool, which brought Batman Tilted and No Build Tilted.
No, we're chilling, we're chilling.
I'm dead. I got one shot.
Echo time!
Chapter 2, Season 1. Now, this was actually a really long season. Kind of a lackluster event. You know, we got lightsabers for the first time, which were really cool. We got reskins of all the old models, which is actually way overdue. We got fishing, boats, and then soon enough we had vehicles, but that's on this season. So I'm going to put this in C tier. Next up, we have Chapter 2, Season 2. Now, I don't think I even have to explain myself why I put it in S tier. We had vaults, bosses, I think it was like 5 new locations that one season. The Henchman, which had aimbot, but we're not going to talk about that. One of the bad things about this season was the controller aim assist. It was super OP. Other than that, the entire game was really good during that time. It was locked down. Nobody went to school. Special lobby backgrounds and the special what do you call it? Battle pass lobby almost. So yeah, great season. Chapter 2 Season 3, another great season that it's severely underrated in my opinion. I love the Fortilla and the what is it called? The Authority. I love that very much. The weapons, the charged shotgun, and the fact that the entire map was in water actually gave Fortnite like a new aspect that I never thought was actually possible. Because in Chapter 1, how would you get around if the entire map was water, right? A tier. Chapter 2, Season 4, again, I don't think I need to explain myself with the S tier. Stark Industries, all the mythics. We had the entire Stark Industries area was just really good. I loved it. Again, we did have vaults, which was nice. And the live event was actually pretty good this season. We had a Galactus live event. And this is also around the time of Prime Mongrel.
Right now.
This new keyboard makes me edit slow.
Which we all know how good he was. Chapter 2, Season 5. Not a great season. We did get the Mandalorian and the Lever Shotgun and the Coliseum and Tilted Salty or Retail Tilt. I don't know. Whatever that place was called, it was pretty cool. It wasn't the best. And the sand was everywhere. We had sand tunneling for like 2 weeks. I'm just going to put this one in B tier. Actually, I'm going to put it in D tier. It was... No, well, now I'm C tier. Chapter 2, Season 6. Do I even need to explain myself? This is going straight to what? What the fuck? That's what the season should be called. The weapons sucked. The location sucked. Alright? What else sucked? The crafting sucked. Dinosaurs sucked. Everything sucked that season. Who actually used a Hunter's Cloak? Be honest. Do you even know what a Hunter's Cloak is? Who actually uses those? Aside from that, we got Stealthy Stronghold, which I guess was okay, and the Predator collab. But that's probably the only good thing about this season. Next up, Chapter 2, Season 7. This is going straight to D tier. It was better than Season X, but not better than Chapter 1 Season... or Chapter 2 Season 1. The UFOs, a lot of people actually like this season. But the UFOs, I'm pretty sure pulse rifles were in this season. The whatever that gun was that would make like a ball and go through everything wasn't that great. We got a couple new, I don't think we got any new name locations, but we did get a couple of few like locations, I guess you can call them. But I'm gonna be honest, not a great season whatsoever. Chapter 2, Season 8. Again, not a good season. That's going in D tier. They didn't do it. It wasn't a great season. We had the Cube Queen and all the cubes on the island, and the live event was actually really good though. So I'm gonna actually bump that up to C tier. Chapter 3, Season 1. Now this was actually a pretty good season. It was a nice refresh after having so many bad seasons. We had Chapter 3, Season 1s. Now this brought Spider-Man, MK7s, new shotguns. The shotguns weren't that good, but the new map, great season. I'm going to put this one in A tier. Chapter 3, Season 2. Now, I have a very mixed relationship with this one. Because I didn't actually like the Zero build, and I still don't like Zero build. I like building. But it was interesting. It brought us a Zero build, so, you know. We also had tanks and just battle buses full of weapons and anvil rocket launchers. It was a really weird season, in my opinion. So I'm just going to put it in B tier. Chapter 3, Season 3. Really weird season also. It just kind of, it was in a war, and then went to relax and party, and I don't know. We did get those cool roller coasters with, what do you call them? Ballers. But aside from that, it was just a weird season. We also got Darth Vader, which was pretty cool actually. And, we also got Reality Falls and Rave Cave, which are great. And something was happening with the reality tree where it's turning locations into other things. Like we got Lazy Lagoon from Chapter 1 and Logjam Lotus. Don't know what that's about, but that's going to stay in D tier. Now, an even worse season. Chapter 4, Season 4. I mean, Chapter 3, Season 4. This is going directly into what the the Chrome, the storyline, something, I don't know. This weird Herald person comes out of nowhere and puts everything into Chrome. The 7 are gone. I guess the weapons kind of sucked. The Evo Chrome was like cool, at least, because it could like change. That's just what? Why? We did get Spider Gwen or Spider Gwen, and the end of chapter event really sucked. It was really repetitive. Chapter 4, Season 1, not a good season, honestly. I'm gonna put this directly into C tier. We had a new map and we had the castles and stuff, and of course the new weapons. You know, the usual for a new chapter. There was a lot of interesting weapons though, including the owl thing and the shield. So I'll give it props for that. Chapter 4, Season 2. Now, this wasn't a very good season either, so I'm going to put this into C tier. All we basically got was the Japanese area. That's about it. We also did get grind rails, which are really great. Anyways, moving on to Chapter 4, Season 3. F tier. It sucked. The jungle sucked. Mud was just random. Why was there mud? There was firefly jars, I'm pretty sure. Or sorry, wasp jars. The MK Alpha, which I guess was okay, but it was slow and depressing compared to the MK7. And the only thing good the only thing good I can remember about this season was the Mammoth Pistol, which is a really great weapon. And I did like the temples inside the jungle biome though. They were really nice. Chapter 4, Season 4. A nice remake of Chapter 2, Season 2. Just didn't fit the vibe, if you know what I mean. So, which is why I'm going to put it in A tier. I feel like that's where it belongs. It was great. We had all the bosses. We had the mythics from other chapters and seasons across the map. And going out of there with all the lights flashing and the alarms going off, really, it was a really good experience, and I really liked that feeling of doing that. So yeah, we did get like 3 new locations and some of the mythic weapons, including the Chug Jug and the MK7. But finally, the season where we are now, Chapter 4, Season 5, Godly. We haven't been to where is Season 5? We haven't been to Season 5 in such a long time. It's been like 6 years, and we finally returned. Now everyone's still really good at the game, whatever. But we have all the OG loot pulls, the OG map, locations, all that stuff. So, really great season. Hate to see it go in about a month, but make sure you leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to never miss another video. And make sure you're using supporter credit code Blackcraft in the Fortnite item shop. Thank you very much. Alright.